Is it right, I ask you, for the uber-wealthy Orthodox Jews to purchase private yachts? Is it right for Jews to indulge in the greatest luxuries and purchase for themselves golden toilets or recreational tickets to outer space for the family for Yom Tov? Is it right? Is it just? Or is it a waste of money? I'd like to welcome you into the Motivation Congregation Podcast, episode 706. The topic of the day, the Shorshei HaMitzvah, the philosophical underpinnings of the mitzvah, Sefirat HaOmer, that we are currently engaged in. The mitzvah itself gives us the answer to this and gives the entire mindset and Jewish viewpoint towards affluence, wealth, and spending on luxuries. Allow us a moment to explain. As the mitzvah says, when ye cometh into thy land that I shall give you, ye shall bring up the sheaf, the Omer, the very first of your fruits, and you should count from the morrow of the day of rest, from when the wave of the sheath before thy Lord, it should be accepted unto God. You shall count 49 days, 7 weeks, and they should be complete unto the morrow until it should be the Chag HaShavuos. The entire mitzvah of this counting up from one carbon to another carbon, of the unification and the connecting of Pesach to Shavuos, it all begins Mehachel Chormesh Bakama, when thy sickle shall hit thy standing grain. When you take this little instrument, the Chormesh, this instrument used for gardening, not to be confused with thy scythe that has a longer handle and a longer sort of circular blade. The sickle is handheld for versatility in farming and landscaping, and you grab your first product when you're on the very beginning of affluence, because God has given us a land. When ye cometh into thy land, you'll finally now put your first dollar bill on the wall behind you. You're beginning to make ends meet and call something your own. From that moment that thy sickle hits thy investments are going up, at that moment you count 49 days and place it in front of God, and you connect it to the Kabbalah HaTorah, a new meal offering unto the Lord. Asher nothing makes the mind forget God like affluence. How quickly it is that when we have 100K, even 10K, 6 months rent in the bank account, that we do not cry during mincha for God to send the parnasa. How quickly we can feel at peace with nothing else that we need to call upon God for. Comes the Sefirat HaOmer for a Jew, when finally one shall be zochet to his own, to parnasa. You dedicate that and you begin to count towards the Torah. See, wealth is what the goal of all nations want. They just want prosperity, homogeny. But wealth and affluence, peace, that's where Judaism begins. That's where we can dedicate it to God, and that's what gives it its meaning. When we deify the sickle, when we deify wealth, when that becomes the end all, the end goal, and we lose everything, including the Holy Land, because we've forgotten what its objective is. But when one acquires something, a home to build Torah, a private island to start a yeshiva, tickets to outer space so that you can help the rabbis figure out the molad of when Kiddush Levana is, or Kopi Luwak coffee that the uber wealthy buy from a golden coffee machine, if that's the type of caffeine hit you need in order to stay up on Shavuos night, well then that's Mehachel Chermesh Bakama, because wealth, a dollar bill, success is not the goal, but it is the step one towards counting 49 days and dedicating it to Torah. That's what our goal is. Placing it in front of God, waving it in front of the Lord, and celebrating from all that God gave us, and making a celebration on Shavuos. That is what one should have in mind when he says, Asher Kedishon b'Tzivanu al Sefirat HaOmer kavana, to fulfill the mitzvah, and take to heart this concept, to count up from your own prosperity and dedicate what you have to Hashem so that you can celebrate on Shavuos and Yivarech Hashem Elokecha, enjoy all that Hashem has given you.